Hello, welcome or welcome back, and today we're doing a little speed paint, as you can see. And this is a painting of my main character Cassiel from my manga Limbo, and I just really wanted to do an illustration of him so I can put it in like my printed book, so that's why we're doing it today. You can see on the right I've got a reference of myself that I'm using to reference for this drawing, since I really wasn't sure of the pose. So I just kind of took a photo of myself. It was a lot easier than, trying to find a perfect image online of like the specific pose I wanted. And also what I was surprised about with this one, I kind of just wanted to challenge myself to actually sketch on my iPad, because usually what I tend to do is, like, I don't know if you've seen in my shorts videos, but if I post like a finished drawing or painting, I usually tend to sketch like on paper, then just take a photo and use that and, do the line art in Clip Studio digitally. So with this one, I just tried to do everything digitally. Like, I tend to find that I find it a lot easier to sketch on paper, since I can move like my whole arm around, but the iPad's a lot smaller, and I don't know, I guess I just feel like I have a lot less space. But I don't know, I think it's just something I need to get used to, honestly. Since it would save quite a bit of time if I could just, comfortably feel like I could sketch everything like I would on paper, just doing it digitally. I think it would just save a lot of time. So I thought with this drawing, because the pose isn't like really crazy or anything, it's just, a simple sort of sitting crouching position, I thought I'll just give it a go, and I think it turned out alright. To be fair, most of him, because he is like in like all black, it kind of gets all covered. So it's kind of hard to tell like the real fine details. But yeah, I think it'll be a lot harder to do when, I do other like poses, and maybe I do more like action stuff. But honestly, I do really want to improve, and honestly, I'm surprised I filmed this whole speed paint, since I am kind of scared of just painting digitally as well. I don't know, I feel like, I don't know, the paintings, the way I see it in my head and the way it comes out does not correlate, but that's just a skills issue that I just need to work on. And honestly, I think lately I have gotten better at it. So, and like how this came out, I don't like hate it or anything, so we're getting there. Slowly but surely, we're getting there. And I just need to spend more time doing it, since now I pretty much always I'm just drawing my manga, and that's all in black and white, right? So I don't really take that much time to now focus on doing like digital paintings. So, but this was nice. This was nice to do, and it's fun. I do enjoy doing the paintings. I would like to do it more often. And especially now with the illustrations I do, I can always put them like in my manga as well. So I know, it kind of works out nicely like that. When I started putting down the colours for this, I did have a sort of image in my head that I wanted it to be sort of moody and sort of very green, and, cool tones for like the background, and him being more warm toned. So that's kind of what I stuck with. I was contemplating doing this like all in grayscale and then putting the colours on top. But usually, I don't know, I feel like that method, well, honestly, I just need to perfect it, but I don't know, I feel like sometimes the colours come out a bit funny, and I just want to repaint the whole thing anyways. So instead, I just opted for just going straight in with the colour and just figuring it out from there, and just working on it like that. And I think, honestly, the end result came out quite alright, Yeah, I quite liked it in the end. I did fiddle around quite a lot, especially when it comes to like the different layer types, and just merging them all together and just getting the colors right. Yeah, I fiddled around a lot with them. And it was just fun painting my main character. I did enjoy that. And speaking about him, like, I don't know if any of you guys watching this might have checked out my manga on Global Comics and read it there yet or not, but like Cassiel, he's like in this first volume, yes, he is very sort of passive, but that's kind of the point. So he's gonna come into himself a bit later. But so I can't wait for that and all the developments later on. I'm very excited to get into the whole meat of the story. So And I have already started working on chapter 7 as well. I think I'm about 3 or 4 pages in-ish. So it's the beginning. I know I've been fiddling around a lot with just like getting the pages right for like the printed version of this first volume. But now today, like after the test sprint, I have now, like there's a few things I needed to change and I've finally done them and I've uploaded everything again and I have finally sent off my order for like the final copies of my manga. So I should get them in, I think on Friday, I think the delivery said it should be. I'm hoping, like fingers crossed, it all comes out great and like all the little things I had to fix, hopefully they're all fixed now. So I'm hoping it's going to be alright. I think also when those like final copies come in, I might make like a sort of separate video just talking about like, especially just focusing on like the printing process of it. Like what were the things that I really needed to think about more and what were the things that I ended up having to change. I might do something like that and sort of compare like the test print to the final print. I don't know, that might be quite interesting to do. Mind you, there's probably still a lot I'm gonna need to learn and I'll probably learn the hard way as I keep going on, right? But for the moment, I'm hoping, I think I fixed all the issues because they weren't really that big of issues anyways, so it was just a bit fiddly and time consuming. So fingers crossed, it's all fine now. And also, like, I want these to come out good since this time I ordered, I think 30 copies. So it was quite a bit more money. So if there's still something wrong, I would have like, that money went down like the fucking drain. But that should not be the case. So let's hope for the best. I don't know if any of you guys have like, who that are watching this, maybe have any sort of questions about any of like the process of how I went about making it and everything. Maybe I can talk about that in the video as well. But yeah. I think that's kind of all I wanted to say and mention, so I think I'm just gonna let the rest of the little time lapse play. I think it's pretty much coming to an end now anyways. And yeah, I hope you guys check out my manga, Limbo. You can read it for free on Global Comics, or when I get my final prints in, we'll see how they turn out. Maybe you could buy one eventually. We'll see. And yeah. So hope you guys check it out and I hope you guys have a nice day and I'll see you next time.